Hey everybody, Ron Burke, Editor-in-Chief for Gamingtrend.com. I am back to talk about RoboCop Rogue City Unfinished Business, the standalone DLC from Teyon and publisher Nikon. So let's go ahead and get started. This is running on a PC on a 5090 with everything cranked all the way up and motion blur turned off as God intended. Let's get moving. Obviously, no save here. I've not played at all. I did beat the previous game on Extreme, so there you go. Let's watch the opening sequence, and then I'm going to start with my stupid trivia.
Zero waste
you came for
movement
anyway.
has succeeded. It has been decided that garbage from an overflowing landfill in Yosemite Park would be burned. The energy generated would power an expanding industrial district in the area. The kind of economical solutions the city needs. Top story, Detroit. Will OCP use military units to fight crime? This scenario is more and more likely, especially after the break-ins at OCP warehouses. But not everywhere in the city is dangerous. Comfortable living units, new jobs, entertainment and relaxation zones. All this and more is waiting for the lucky residents of Old Detroit. In the magnificent Omni Tower, a place created by OCP for you, and making space for Delta City. So, take the opportunity. After all, police can't be everywhere. Contact OCP today and... Sir, just getting a news report and... Breaking news. An attack on a Metro West precinct has occurred. The perpetrators and the number of victims are as of yet unknown. We will keep you updated. But one thing I can say for sure. I wouldn't want to be in the perpetrator's shoes when RoboCop finds them.
It looks like this is picking up right after the end of the first game, after the assault on Metro West. Let's get rolling. All right. So I guess we'll start off with some trivia about the first game, really kind of where everything started. If you're unfamiliar with kind of how things started with RoboCop, it started off with, let's see, with writer Ed Neumeyer. He had been a writer at Universal Studios, I should say Universal Pictures, and he had worked on kind of a low-budget movie that he was calling Super Cop. And kind of looking through spec scripts and stuff, he had run across another one from another writer. What was his name? Okay, come on, brain. Michael Miner. Michael Miner was working on a script that he called RoboCop, and they had some really familiar concepts to each other, and they were thinking, you know, hey, maybe these might actually work together. And the two went out to lunch, and in something that's kind of unprecedented, managed to bang the two scripts together until they had a working script in 2 revisions. Normally, I mean, you hear about, you know, taking months and months to write a script, and admittedly, yeah, RoboCop's not all that complex, but here I'm talking over all these dead officers. Sorry, guys. You know, it's not an overly complex script, to be sure, but they managed to put together a script that they were able to put in front of Orion Pictures, and Orion nibbled at it. Not exactly a green light, but they said, why don't you go find a director that can put this together? And that's where the team kind of got their start. Surprisingly, they actually did not plan on Verhoeven as their first pick. Of all the crazy things, one of their first picks was Stan Lee. Yeah, that's Stan Lee. Stan Lee took one look at the picture, and this is right after... that's not normal. This is right after Terminator. He's like, yeah, you're not going to top Terminator, and he passed on the script. You know, this is kind of pre-Marvel being a ridiculous property days. But yeah, he had passed on the script. He was actually one of their first choices. Verhoeven, I mean, you think about Verhoeven's movies. He's got, you know, Showgirls and Basic Instinct. Not exactly screaming ultra violence. Before I move on from here, not exactly screaming ultra violence when you think about those movies. But he had done a movie called what was it called? Soldier of Orange, I think, or yeah, I think that's right, Soldier of Orange, and that was like super violent. So they thought, all right, this is the guy that we think this guy can actually pull it together, and they used both Soldier of Orange and the success of Terminator, which was also distributed by Orion Pictures, as kind of justification that yeah, we really can bring this ultra violence together and make this work. I did talk about the gun that RoboCop uses in the first time that we played. Kind of reminded by this pistol here. The gun that he uses is a modified Beretta 9mm, and they had to actually get permission from the FBI to even import the thing. I remember reading that when the prop master and also Peter Weller both said that it was a little like trying to spin either a shotgun or a baseball bat because of how heavy the damn thing was after all of the edits. I will say this, I am prone to swearing as it is, but with the ultra-violence of RoboCop, there's a good chance I'll be swearing a little more, especially when I start quoting some characters. So, yeah, sorry, kids. Obviously, we're in the basement, where the best interface for IT ever was born. Screw this CD stuff. Let's talk about giant spike inside my wrist for interfacing with machines. Yeah, right here. I would like this as my primary method of getting into machines from now on. I don't know who needs to come up with this. The IEEE standard for giant spike that I use to get into machines needs to happen. So come on, chop chop, let's go. Don't think I really need the map here. I think I've spent enough time in this particular area in the first game that I think I should be able to figure it out. I like to explore the whole area before I open a door, so we're going to do that first. Hopefully the sound comes through okay, and my voice sounds okay. I've got the sound kind of turned down on the main game just so you can hear my voice, but hopefully that comes through. Yeah, this place looks pretty well wrecked. Briefing room, not looking good. These folks are kind of twisted into pretzels. So I'm not thinking whatever happened here was just man-made, if you will. Main entrance to the precinct. We might have our first actual clue here. Thieves ransack OCP. Mysterious thieves have robbed multiple OCP warehouses. The corporation urges the police to take swift action. What exactly was stolen? How the Detroit Department going to recover the missing assets? Read more on page 2. No, you can't make me read page 2. Poor guy gets stuffed under the desk. I don't remember if I pointed this out or not, but a fun fact about this first sequence that happens in here, well, I say first, is one of the first sequences that was filmed. So I should back up and say that Verhoeven's first language isn't English, so he's Dutch. So a lot of times, he's kind of being a slave to the script, if you will, and he would go back and reread the script and then come back to the writers and go like, well, what does this joke mean? Or what is this? I don't understand. What is this trying to say? this character says this. What do they actually mean? And then kind of went back and forth on this, trying to help him understand kind of the American humor that he was trying to pair with all this ultra violence. So you might remember where Clarence Boddicker's character gets arrested by RoboCop, and he kind of drags him over here after being defenestrated through multiple glass doors while being arrested by Murphy. And so he drags him up here and he says, book him, he's a cop killer. And Clarence comes up here and looks up at the chief and says, spits out a bunch of blood onto his desk and says, give me my fucking phone call. Well, apparently that wasn't rehearsed, and the only people that actually knew he was going to do that was Verhoeven and Kurtwood Smith. But yeah, there was a lot of that kind of bringing Boddicker to life that was really Kurtwood himself. Kurtwood, that was loud. Kurtwood had actually tried out for the parts of Dick Jones and also Clarence Boddicker, but he just really connected with that Boddicker character, and you see that come to life throughout the movie, where he really just brings a personality that the writers had not really put together for him otherwise. So he was able to bring that to life, and yeah, I look at the way that character was portrayed, and I just can't imagine anyone other than Kurtwood bringing that to life. You know, in any movie or show that we saw him in after that, you know, that 70s show, you know, we just randomly say dumbass or something like that, you know. It just kind of mixing all of his characters together for both this movie and other stuff that he's done. It also kind of explains where, you know, you get stuff that does not age well, like Clarence walking in and saying, bitches leave. Yeah, that was one of those things that Verhoeven had kind of thrown in there, not really understanding the language, and it just kind of fit the character, so they left it in. You know, meanwhile, it kind of had to be explained to Verhoeven. What am I actually saying? So, yeah, fun stuff. Hey, speaking of the chief.
Oh, they came for that.
I guess I should say Sergeant Reed, not the chief. Technically chief, but...
You need medical assistance.
There were too many. And their weapons. So many good officers that...
We all know the weight of the badge. Let me take you outside.
Who on earth?
Those goddamn mercenaries. Sir, please lie down. We need to leave. No.
Go. Those mercenaries are my unfinished business.
Hey, that's
Fine.
not your thing.
But first we need to get things straight. First thing, this will be RoboCop's assignment, and Robo's alone. Lewis, you are off this case.
But Sarge...
If I'm going to the hospital, someone has to take care of this mess. Murphy, do you have a better candidate?
Oh, that's kind of rough. We need to choose somebody respected.
There is no one more experienced than her.
Definitely no one more angry.
It's settled then.
Oops.
Now the second,
Skip that.
and more important thing, we need to get these scumbags. Any ideas why anyone would steal Murphy's data chair from the holding cell?
I think I could shed some light on the situation.
Oh.
Talk.
So, hypothetically, it's possible to make a machine that would take control of all the OCP devices. A sort of OCP hijacker.
How does it connect to the assault?
There was a break-in at OCP. Data and some components were stolen. With hardware from Robo's chair, they could create that sort of machine.
You'd be highly inconsiderate to not secure your technology.
It is highly inconsiderate not to secure your technology.
I'm afraid that all technology is hackable. Patching it later is part of our business model.
Hey,
But,
it's a business model
like
that
I've
kind of
said,
works
it's
today.
all just a theory.
Chip now, patch
And
later.
not cheap. And you'd need access to a massive power source to run it.
Does that building you call Omni Tower possess such capabilities?
I believe it does.
Sarge, you have a suspicion?
One of the mercenaries dropped an access card to Omni Tower.
Yeah,
I
so
am
you're
heading
responsible.
there.
That building is technically outside of police jurisdiction. But if OCP calls it insubordination, I'm happy to pay the consequences.
Once you're inside Omni Tower, find the information desk. It should contain data to determine if the mercenaries are onto something.
Godspeed, son. Just remember, we're cops. Don't make it a matter of revenge.
Got it. Take
It will
revenge.
be a matter of justice.
Revenge justice. Alright, so we'll kind of combine some trivia here. So I was gonna, I saw, you know, the character that plays Ann Lewis, that's Nancy Allen. And I gotta say that Nancy Allen really was a trooper. There are parts of the movie where Allen is just really putting in her best work and just not complaining. First, I should point out, we're talking about how OCP, Omni Tower, is outside the jurisdiction. Well, yeah, because it's not even in Detroit. In fact, there isn't a single frame of this movie, or any of them, that's shot in Detroit. Most of it was shot either in Dallas, which is where OCP is. OCP is actually the Dallas, what am I thinking of? Come on, brain. The City Hall. Wow. Okay. I don't know why that took so hard to get out of my brain, but yeah, the City Hall, the old City Hall building, was OCP, and they just digitally added more floors to it to make it look like a tower. But anyway, they didn't shoot a single frame
All
of it. Most
squads,
of it shot
code
either
red.
in
RoboCop
Dallas
is here.
or in Toronto,
Backup is
Canada.
needed in the main
So,
lobby.
kind of back to Nancy Allen. I guess I'll take
Please return to your living rooms. Any person staying outside the living room after 15 seconds
OCP is not trying to make a city one.
Surrender, or there will be trouble.
Especially
You're
given all
going down!
Judge Dredd,
Trouble, then.
obvious influences.
Contact.
Excuse me, sir. These people talk to you? As I was mentioning Alan, she's such a trooper. You know, this is kind of new for her. You know, she's never really done action movies. And, so you know, you want to keep the role moving. And so you know, they asked her, hey, can you dive into this pool of water, you know, during the sequence where she's at the steel mill? And sure, I could do that. Well, it wasn't exactly stunt water, if you will. It's a nasty rain runoff coming off of rusty pipes and nails and crap. So she just laid in that water. And oh, by the way, Toronto, as I mentioned, so middle of November was their filming schedule. So she's laying in water that's damn near freezing for, you know, 5, 6, 7, however many takes it took to get her sequence to go through. So yeah, not but she certainly troopered it up. And then I guess later on in that sequence, you know, think about her laying down at the Cobra assault rifle, which by the way is an M82A1 Barrett sniper rifle. Anyway, so she's laying down and wipes Emil off the map, or not Emil. What is the other guy's name? Anyway, she shoots the crane box and blows him off the map. And yeah, so they had her lay in a set of sandbags to brace the rifle. I mean, it's a very heavy rifle, and so they're like, "Can you lay here on these sandbags?" Well, the shot wasn't actually lined up correctly. Oh, that's new. So I can now ricochet shots. Or hold on, no, you could actually get the ricochet shot after. That was unintentional. Oh my god. Anyway, the shot wasn't lined up. Other than that shot that I just made, that was totally lined up. So they had her kind of scooch up on the sandbags. Well, it had her laying on top of those same nasty metal rails and pipes and shit that were inside the area. So good stuff. Okay, I'm gonna be trading on that for a while. That was an awesome shot. Yeah, so yeah, they just had her laying on that. So between her and her stunt woman, which is the late great Jeannie Epper, who also doubled for Wonder Woman, as well as a lot of other kind of, if you watch the 80s, that had an action sequence. She recently passed away. Two of them, they must have really had some fun laying in some nasty. Get back! I saw you. Pop your head up.
Confirmed. Hit. Enemy soldier on hit. Flank the target! Contact!
I gotta say, I really did enjoy the gunplay in the first game, so I'm excited to see kind of change things up for this one. But
Engage!
this is kind of the magic of RoboCop.
Pressing fire!
I don't even know that I need to do that, but I'm definitely going to. I'm easily.
Hold your ground!
I doubt I can mail slot these guys, but I'm gonna try.
Got a visual! I'm hit! Get on his flank! 3-1, on the move! 3-1, step back, step back! Hold back! I need backup!
Slow to reload.
I've lost my leg!
Found your leg. It's right over where you left it. I'm gonna have to take somebody apart with a shield. That's clear. They're gonna make me drop.
Is he chasing us? Run and don't look back!
Oh, those are citizens. Probably shouldn't shoot them. Ooh, a free purse. Oh, that's brutal. Okay, that's kind of awesome. I'm kind of in close quarters here. It's a little hard to scan the environment this way. All right, so the upgrade system again. I enjoyed the upgrade system last time. There were definitely some overpowered stuff that you could tinker with and really make things ridiculous. But I do kind of like this gating system. Worked really well, I thought. Let's see. We'll drop a 13 in there. We will drop a... I don't want this -5, so we will grab... Nope, I don't have one for that, so we'll do a pass-through for this. I can drop this 15 in here for... Oh, I need the other way around. Don't have one that's good for that. Not yet, anyway. What is this? Massive damage, no critical hits. I don't know if I like that. Alright, so for now, we'll just kind of tinker with these and keep the action moving. It won't be optimized, but that's okay. So I'm going to grab as many as I can without hitting any of these -20s that are brutal. No thank you. I don't care how good they are, I'm not going to do that. That might be it. Do I actually have... Oh, interesting. Okay, so I actually have a couple of boards to start with. I guess I could be tinkering over here, too. Magazine capacity. Sure. More gore. Well, who might argue with that? Do I have one for just that path? No, but I also don't need to use one that's really expensive either, so let's do a 12% here. Pass up this 13%. Yeah, I think I'm liking this path more. Some rounds may split, dealing more damage at short range. Well, who might argue? I guess I'm going to argue because I don't have one that's not going to also hit this 20%, so we'll have to save up for that one later. Yeah, all those kind of suck now. Yeah, I could activate that and make it awful. Don't have one that's going to dead end that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe the other one is actually better. I do like that this is kind of your choice to make. Yours to tinker with. Yep, that's going to activate that. Don't like it. No need to reload. I remember that one. Alright, so we'll go back to the other board. See what else we can make here. It might be it, though. At least without making things much worse. Like, I don't like that at all. Even, I don't know, maybe trading the armor piercing for the 10% off. It's technically a 5% penalty. Not awful. Could be worse. I mean, 42% weapon damage doesn't suck. Yeah, I don't think I like that. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Alright. Might be all the tinkering we're going to do for now. Ship merging. I don't remember this. How does this work? Sure, make something awful. I'm assuming. A 20% Omni. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I'll have to tinker with this and see kind of what I can make there, but that's interesting. Then there's this skill system. I don't think we have any points. Yeah, we're not high enough level yet to start adding stuff for this. Last time I just put all my points into deduction for the most part to start. There was just so much stuff in deduction that I felt like that was like the free XP, if I remember correctly. Basically. Oh, killing me. Oh, man. Alright, well. I mean, that happens. I guess we're gonna restart. I guess while it reloads, I'll mention that static thing kind of reminds me. I do remember reading that the people at the publisher and also even some staff members, I'm sorry, press members were like, I'm not sure if we're watching the final movie or not, because they kept seeing those jump sequences where it jumps to like the media break sequences. And that kind of jarring cut and, you know, scrambled cutaways, they thought maybe, you know, this is the day and age of VCR, so they're thinking maybe they didn't have the final cut and things were kind of janky. Yeah, I thought that might reset. They were thinking maybe they didn't have the final cut, maybe there's something was not working correctly, so they were, you know, they were asking, you know, hey, are you sure this is the right version? And having to go back to Verhoeven and team and basically say, you know, hey, did you accidentally splice in another movie or something like that? That I find hilarious. Yeah, I know I'm kind of wasting some of these, but that's okay. This is where somebody else is watching this going, oh my god, do you not see this? Do you not see how easy you could have also had XYZ? Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I guess it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other, really. They're both 11% ultimately. All right, well, let's move on with that. We'll stick with that for now. Hey, look, a free person again. This guy again. Oh, hey, look at that. Go do this. Yep, got it. Chips. Hey, after I did all that. Alright. Anything else worth tinkering with here? That's worth. That's obviously not going to work. Yeah. I think that's all I'm going to be tinkering with for now. All right, off we go.
We got vision! Push forward! Don't exposure! He took my arm! I'm hit bad!
This definitely
My arm! My arm!
Tony Stark for
Contact!
cutting through there though, so switch down to my 9mm. Solve this problem.
We need crossfire!
Recall.
Move into position! tank! I need to acquire!
I don't care how good your heavy machine gun. Grossly overestimated abilities. Another purse. RoboCop. The future of law enforcement and purse collector. I guess I should mention that actually that first script, when Super Cop and RoboCop combined to become RoboCop, it was actually RoboCop, the future of law enforcement.
Good day, sir. How may I assist you?
Information regarding mercenaries occupying this building. I need it.
Excuse me, but I am not used to talking with an individual using such a tone, sir. Are you a resident or willing to accommodate?
OCP Crime Prevention Unit 001 conducting investigation. Give me the data I need.
I just
A police officer with programming that allows for such behavior. Not to mention the fact that Omni Tower is outside police jurisdiction.
I will not ask again.
This data is classified. I suggest returning with the appropriate clearance and an updated manners database.
Reasonable grounds.
Excuse me, but I am acting on reasonable grounds.
Most of the guys shooting at me, really.
Sir, let's discuss that in a civil, robotic
See,
manner.
this
What is that
interface
supposed
right
to
here.
mean?
Yes, please.
I am a high-ranking OCP operative.
For the past 6 months, mercenaries have been occupying 8 of the top floors, and all technical floors. On many occasions, they've been recorded using black vans to unload their items into cargo elevators in the basement.
Warning, you are busted.
Nope. And that would be another crash. Damn it. Robo, you're killing me, man. I know I've already read David's review, and he encountered the same thing. Lots of bugs. That's rough. I don't know if that's Nacon pushing to get the game out on time, or if that's the team just. Oh, well, at least it auto-saved here. That's the team rushing to hit a release date, but yeah, I've never been a fan of the release now, patch later. All right, something back there. How do I get back to it? Oh, it's very shiny. Oh, so yeah, I was remembering. So there's the sequence in the first movie where Murphy goes back to his house, and stick with me here. I know I'm gonna sound like one of those asshole art critics trying to jam an allegory into something where it doesn't exist, but even Verhoeven has commented on this in the past. RoboCop, at least in his mind, certainly the writer's mind, it's kind of an allegory for the direction, or at least the crucifixion of Christ. But you kind of see it with the first sequence where Boddicker and the team take apart Murphy with the after they knock out Lewis and don't kill her for some reason. But then they shoot Murphy. At least in the Criterion edition of the movie, which we'll talk about later. You see Murphy kind of splayed out, pose, if you will.
Up ahead, there is a security room. Reach it.
Who are you?
Hold on.
No time for that. You must override the console in that security room. If you want to stop the mercenaries, I can make a path for you.
Yes, please. But anyway, they kind of T-pose him out and hold down his hand, and they blow his hand apart, and he's kind of stretched out in this, if you'll forgive the phrase from Soundgarden here, Jesus Christ pose. And then you see it again when they're shooting him and shooting him and shooting him and shooting him, and to an excessive amount. He kind of rises up in that. Again, I know I'm being blasphemous as all get out, but in that, you know, kind of Christ-like pose that you see on the cross, where he's kind of got the head tilted to the side and arms out to the sides. So, you know, again, Verhoeven's direction was this kind of, you know, allegory for Christ.
Get behind him!
And then you see that again reflected when Murphy is later on, after he realizes, you know, who he is. And he starts trying to retrace his past. You know, he goes back to his house and he sees, you know, his son. So he's reliving his past. That's kind of a paradise lost. You know, he's kind of returning to a world where, you know, it's kind of his resurrection or return to the Garden of Eden sort of allegory. And he's returned to a past that he really can't ever really inhabit himself. Okay, sure.
This is our hood.
I kind of feel sorry for the squatters that are taken up here. And they're not really. Yeah, again, I know I sound like a complete idiot, but I it's a little ham-fisted or a stretch to find. Can I beat somebody to the chair? How's that for two sentences strung together? Alright, I'm gonna have to find a chair to beat somebody with at some point. The rules. DJ Laser. Can you do that, Dad? Yeah, buddy. This guy's head off. Now, obviously, I don't know where I am in the tower exactly, but the previous one, but I might have picked it up when Boddicker comes back up after Murphy arrests him, and he's bailed out. Third degree of his memory being admissible as evidence. When he goes up there, he meets the secretary and takes his gum and sticks it on her nameplate. Oh, nuke. All right, we're definitely in the second movie realm at this point. Anyway, he sticks it on her nameplate and makes an overt offer for temptations to be met later. That's actually Kirkwood's wife, Joanne Perkle, and they're actually still married to this day. So how about that? How'd you get through the door? I don't think I need any hints. I feel dumb using those when I'm at 95%, but whatever. Fake ID cards. I'm trying to investigate the console. I gotta scan it first.
You're at the security room. Override the console.
Tracking the location of police officers is illegal.
Arguing shouldn't be in your programming. Override the console.
The console does not work.
Okay.
Have you tried stabbing
What have
it?
they done to the power? Maybe I can restore it through... Done. Override it.
First, say who you are.
My name doesn't matter, and you don't even have one.
I'm the one who
So,
knocks.
being on a first-name
Taunting.
basis is out. Override the console.
You take me for a different kind of machine.
Yes, an obedient one. But let's work with that. You want a reason to cooperate with me, I'll give you two. First, without me, you won't reach the floors occupied by mercenaries. They took control of this building's security, and I am the only one who can guide you through it.
I mean,
Take
let's
the
be
gate in
honest
front
here.
of
I've
you.
not seen anyone else
The red
use that
light means
interface.
that you can
So,
only
I mean, they
open them by
kind of set
overriding
themselves up
consoles
for
in
Murphy to come here
security
and whip their
rooms,
ass.
but only I can make them active. Secondly,
I mean, he'd
the
be stuck
people
on the ground
behind those
floor
gates.
if
I
not
guess
for
you
that.
prefer to help them before you go further. So, what do you say now?
Openness is key to cooperation.
Override the console.
I think this lady's getting tired of me. Hey, overriding a console lets me into the door I wanted to get in before. Stab it. And here comes dudes. We're shooting at nothing. Hey. We're just calling it I guess. I mean, it's more accurate, but... Anyone else?
Give him all you got!
Right.
You got no chance!
So this rifle for
I
real.
think I've shit my pants!
The report on it is there's loud and then there's beyond loud. If you want a real representation of what it sounds like and what it will do to a person, the second to most recent Rambo movie. The most recent Rambo movie is not worth watching. But the one where he goes, it's with Julie Benz, I think her name is, and they end up going kind of down the Congo to try and rescue a bunch of Christians that have decided to go minister to people. And he asks, bringing weapons, no? Then you're not solving anything. Anyway, that is a more accurate representation of what this weapon is. Well, as we would say, it goes in like a watermelon and it comes out like a whole patch. I should probably say we're not even supposed to be here today.
Spread out!
No, that man's head would be completely removed. But it is cool that they modeled in a neck shot like that. That's kind of cool. Alright. On the risk of this thing closing behind me and cutting me off dead goodies.
I got him!
Attention shoppers. Are you looking for the perfect edition?
Oh, son of a bitch. Come on. Killing me, Smalls. Alright, well, since I'm shooting nameless goons, let me tell you a little bit about the nameless goons. I'm going to refer back to... Well, that put me back a little bit. Just to get to hit somebody with one of these. Coordinator for RoboCop. This man named Jay Combs is kind of legendary in that 80s action movie staple of the 80s. You know, your Van Damme kind of movies. Were they out of range there? Anyway, so he was kind of legendary in that time, but he had some really strict rules about who he'd work with, and unlike everybody else in the 80s, it was all, you know, each other. He was pretty strict about the people that he would let onto his scenes. So if you wanted to work on a Gary Combs film, if you showed up drunk or high, you were toast. So no drinking after you completed a scene or whatever. That just did not happen on watch. He was very serious about that stuff, which, you know, I can appreciate. You know, he's doing his stunt coordination. He doesn't want people getting hurt or killed, so to be mindful of that stuff. But the guy had juice. I mean, if you showed up and you were drunk or high or whatever on set, it's not that you're not going to work for him anymore. Real chance that you were just done. So it probably is a good idea to make sure that you took this seriously as he did, or you might not have any job to take seriously again.
Don't just stand there! Get behind him!
And yeah, if you didn't figure it out from the last time and from my non-stop gibbering this time around, I know it's a stupid amount. It's always been a passion of mine. Popcorn flicks. Always. I grew up on them.
Spread the fuck out!
That's the best part of it. Fine by me that they're dumb. More 80s movies need to be made into video games, and then I can talk to you guys more about stupid 80s movies. And make David's head explode as he just goes, oh my god, will you just shut up? These guys will drop the grenades right at their own feet. That makes me happy. Hey! Where I wanted to go. Fake money in. Alright, so we got some more stuff to fiddle with in here. Let's see if we can make something happen. There's the pass-through I wanted. Put that there. Fires one round at a time, deals heavy. I remember using this in the first one, and I found it pretty useful. Might have to tinker with that one again. When I get a pass-through, it'll just go straight up. Oh, here we go. Let's try it out. I like that. It's actually pretty powerful. I think I can put that there. That there. Now we're cooking. Oh, I guess I need one that'll go... Got 3 directions. I don't have one like that yet. Okay, that's okay. Now I got a point to spend. Like I said, I like this because it's almost like leveling up faster. You find more things. You find safe combinations, more experience points. Scanning is useful because it really lets you kind of mark everybody, and I kind of dig that. I've already got the ricochet, which is nice. I'd have to get way out here for the instant scanner, so I think I'm probably going to go with deduction. I know that doesn't really make for a great experience watching because it's not all that exciting, but it does help with my long run, so... How are you shooting? I like it. Hey!
Oh my God, RoboCop, you saved us.
Not really. That
Lock yourselves in this area. The threat level remains high.
Alright, protect the innocent as long as it's convenient. Uphold the law. Nothing else to recover in here. These people are remarkably okay with the dead bodies. Detroit's tough. I guess while we're talking about stunts, oh, I guess these guys are alright. I saved you. You are saved. Okay, I guess all these people are just saved. I should mention that there was one stunt in particular that almost got the whole production shut down. It was so rough. If you think about the movie, the first movie, there's one stunt that really was massive, and that was the Shell gas station. So the original plan was to have it blow up and in super 80s cheesy fashion have it... Seriously, what's with all the handbags? To have it
RoboCop!
hell instead of shell. So, you know, I mean, that's peak 80s, right? Thankfully, people with some better sense prevailed and that didn't happen, but that sequence was meant to be kind of the way it is, you know, where the gas station explodes at the end. You guys are very patient. But the original plan was something a little less insane. But, you know, if it works for the 6000 SUX, then it must work for the stunt department, right? This direction more, bigger, more. So they kept adding gasoline, they kept adding explosives.
But bad
and
for
then
you,
saw
I'm the
that
biggest RoboCop fan in all of Detroit, and I can tell you're a copycat.
It shattered
Although
windows
your
blocks
costume was
away,
kinda
fire
gnarly.
departments from neighboring
The level of threat
areas
in
were
this
called.
area is high. I
They had
recommend
police
locking
chiefs show up and
yourself in
basically say, you
here.
guys need to dial it back a
Hey,
bit.
your voice
You'll
acting's
notice
really
that
good too.
other than that, there
But
really aren't
if
any
you
massive
really are
explosions like
RoboCop,
that before
prove
or
it.
after. They kind of blew their load on that. You know, all stunts after that were kind of, you know, kind of restrained a little after that. You know, Murphy even got his big walk away from the explosion moment. It's just lucky that he didn't melt into the rubber suit. Hey, your voice acting is really good too, but if you really are RoboCop, prove it. Yeah, it's gonna be famous one line.
Stay out of trouble.
Everyone knows that. Let me ask you some questions
some
that
Robo
only
trivia here?
Robo could answer. At which precincts of the Detroit Police Department has RoboCop been stationed?
Oh boy.
In Metro West and Metro North.
Okay, okay. What is RoboCop's name?
RoboCop. OCP Crime Prevention Unit.
Alex Murphy.
Sorry, wrong answer. Last but not least, what happened with Kane, the leader of the nuke cult?
Wait, did I say Alex Murphy? Now I feel dumb. What happened with Kane? Yeah, he's done making trouble.
I made him stop making trouble.
But that's not the whole truth, is it? I don't accept that answer. I knew you were a RoboCop imposter. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Ashamed of myself.
We'll close the door behind you, since it's unsafe without the real RoboCop to protect us. Everything's fake nowadays.
You ain't kidding, son. Ooh, a shotgun. Fend for yourself.
Stop by our Gamingtrend beer shop for a wide selection of fine wines, premium liquors, and the coolest. And if you're looking for the latest in electronics, we've got high-quality stereo systems.
Thank God he came to our rescue.
Lock yourselves in here. The threat level remains high.
Will do.
You know, it's not. That was making my brain hurt. I was thinking, no, Murphy is his name. What am I? Of course it's his name. I feel stupid. Yes, that is his name. I don't know what real RoboCop fan was looking for there, but he can eat a bag of dicks. Make me question.
You've completed the assignment. Good. To go upstairs, you must reach the staircase. I managed to open the gate leading to it. Go through.
Step into the future today. Our shopping center is packed with everything you need. Electronics, auto essentials, and more. All under one roof.
I'm gonna stop around here, and this is gonna give you some serious Jared Leto. Yeah, I already know this. I already spent the skill. Go on. This is gonna give you some serious Jared Leto vibes, but you might not know this, but
The way leads through the warehouse. I don't have any view on the area, so best be on your guard.
Peter Weller went full on method actor crazy. Once he was in the iconic suit, he insisted that everybody call him either Robo or Murphy, which I mean is kind of insane, of course. But yeah, he really wanted to get into the character, so not only did he insist on everybody calling him either Robo or Murphy, but he also worked with a Juilliard trained mime person, artist, I guess, named Moni Akeem. Basically worked with him to teach him how to move in that stilted, halting manner. He was able to do after he
RoboCop, what's happening?
4 active turret guns firing at my position.
they
You
basically
can
worked
disable
together
them in the
to
security
get that
room. Look for one nearby.
halting,
You need to close the gap between you, avoiding their
that
sight
halting
as much as
movement.
possible.
Which is good, because I mean, the poor guy had to get up at like he had to get up before it. I know I mentioned this last time, but he did have to run around without pants on anytime that he got in the suit. It was obviously, kind of bulky, so he had to figure out how to move in it, and eventually they figured out, okay, he just really can't get in the car while wearing pants. So anytime you see Murphy in the car, know that he's not wearing pants.
Get to position. Engaging the enemy.
turrets have been disabled.
See? Following orders works.
Following orders is not the way partners cooperate.
We could discuss it if we were partners.
That's not very nice. Yeah, I should mention that while he was running around on set, he went full on crazy pants, wearing like football gear to stay in that series. That must have been hilarious to watch. Rehearsing their lines and getting their positioning and making sure they hit their marks, and he's running around in football pads, looking like a crazy person. You gotta love it. But I mean, you can't argue with the results. He may have looked completely nuts at the time, but even to this day, we're still enjoying RoboCop as a character. And a lot of that just comes from the iconic movement.
Today, I'm talking to
Kinda hard to
dietitian
argue
Glenn
with it.
Moore about effortless slimming. Is it possible?
New chips. What do we got? What do we got? That. Oops, nope. The thing above that I gotta worry about. Can we... Still don't think I have what I need here. No, I guess I could tinker with the chip merging, but see what we can do over here. Piercing sounds kind of cool. Let's tinker with that. Alright, so we just need a straight up and down one. And yeah, I'd be interested to know how you guys engaged with this. Did you enjoy this part of the game? I mean, it's kind of like a puzzle. Did you enjoy this part of the puzzle experience, or was this frustrating for you, or did you even bother? Did you care? Let us know down in the comments. I'd be interested to hear from you. We could throw that there. Doesn't really matter what I put here. Throw this here for now and see what else we can find. That 10% penalty sucks. I lose the whole point of coming down here, though. Full auto mode's nice. Full auto mode is nice if you have unlimited rounds, too. Just don't think I'm going to have something to... you're killing me. Absolutely killing me. Seems like there's an issue with this part of the game. It just does not like that mini game. They're going to have to fix that. Hopefully they can get this done before launch. I'm playing this pre-launch. I'm playing this on the 15th of July, so obviously we're ahead of the release of the game. Hopefully it'll get ironed out, but we're gonna leave that alone. I'm just gonna not mess with it. Hopefully that'll keep it stable.
Following orders is not the way partners cooperate.
We could discuss it if we were partners.
One of the things I really appreciate about Unreal Engine 5, one, it runs well on just about any hardware. It really optimized the crap out of that engine. Second, it really gives the even smaller teams the ability to bring to life games that are kind of out of their reach, if you will. I don't know if that's mean to say, but you know, smaller teams that might not necessarily be able to do some of the stuff that this engine can kind of do out of the box. Makes for some great looking games, even on a AA battery. Not that, but thanks. We will tutorialize you, you will learn. completely empty room? Oh, there we go. RoboCop. Purse collector.
Go upstairs and continue straight on through the gate.
You know why mercenaries are developing the OCP hijacker. Tell me.
Just follow my instructions. It's better this way.
I feel like enemies are about to come flying out, but I don't see any. More purses. RoboCop. Gotta collect all the things. Tinker with that until we finish up this. No more crashes. Ooh, an axe. I'm gonna whip that through somebody's head. That's gonna happen. Well, apparently not. Can't open this without
The gate is
without having my hands
closed.
free, I guess.
And that's why you need me. What call? Ow! Shit.
Is something wrong?
No. No. Everything's fine. So what color light is above the gate?
Yellow.
Can only be yellow,
I
green, and
cannot
red.
open
We've
it
played games
remotely,
how
but
long?
you can access it
Those
with
are
a
the colors.
card or code. Use your protocol.
I guess
Do some
purple if you
police
played the
work.
most recent Quake.
Find a card or someone who knows how to open the gate.
You sounded as if you were in pain.
That is not a topic I want to discuss with you.
Aww.
Your tone indicates you do not fully trust me.
I have to rely on you. It doesn't mean I have to trust you.
Robo lies.
The mercenaries, what do you know about them?
You only need to reach one place in this building to stop them.
The place where they are developing the OCP hijacker?
Follow my instructions and I will lead you there.
Uh-huh.
I will proceed.
Remember, your task is to find a person with a card or a code to open this gate.
I played the original Quake. I know how this works. Hello.
I must go through this gate. Who can help me?
Information is currency here.
I protected your store.
I'd have taken care of those punks myself, but I promised my late wife that I wouldn't shoot again. I miss my Bella Angelica. But if you want to
Bella
earn
Angelica.
information, there's something you can
The
do.
kind of name you'd expect on the
What
main
do you
stage,
want?
if you know what I'm saying.
My friend Stella sent me an SOS. Some mercs took her to their outpost. I'd help her, but a promise is a promise.
Why did you make such a promise to your wife?
It's not a story for every Joe Blow who asks. But save Stella, and maybe I'll tell you.
Where can I find this outpost?
In the residential zone. You can use my Rich's secret evacuation passage to get there.
Secret evacuation passage, huh? That shirt is a crime against humanity.
The thing with Stella, you know? Help always comes when she needs it. Lucky devil.
Yeah, people who get kidnapped are always just the luckiest. Ooh. Bella Angelica. It's pretty. Right now, I guess.
Where's the secret passage, Rich?
I'm Mitch. I know nothing. Nothing.
Where the hell is Rich?
smack some people around. Except for that guy. Oh, and grenade at my feet. Tin Man? What we call that?
We can do this!
Thank you for the axe.
Machine!
I like that. You know, sometimes ragdoll physics being janky are just like, ugh, that sticks out. That's horrible. And sometimes it's the best part of the game. Alright, probably should be careful not to murder myself. No yellow card. Gotta find a yellow card. Took the long way around like a dummy.
Confirmed hit! He got the back! Confirmed hit! I'm hit! Stand there! Oh!
Ew. Mark my words. Mark them. Who's shooting me? It wants me to go that way, but not exactly a path that way. Somebody's still shooting at me. Oh, I get. Just gonna one of those everybody has to die kind of situations. One dude just kind of laying low. Good lord. I didn't know these things were situated over an abyss. Oh, come on. You're killing me, Smalls. Red dudes up there. I see the red dudes on my HUD. Using my red dude detector. Red dudes. Oh, jeez. Alright. Must punch through the wall.
Get on his flank! He's up! 3-1! 3-1! Engage the target!
Yeah. Oh, why can't I grab those? Oh well.
Contact! Contact! Confirm hit! I'm hurt! Light him up! We're under heavy fire! Hit! He's up! I need backup!
After that nonsense. Make me use my specials? How dare. Put him on safe and let him hang.
Yo, Metal Boy. Thanks for saving my ass.
Are you Stella?
No duh. Need something?
Rich told me you can take me through the gate near his
Yeah,
shop.
the faces look a lot better.
I got the access
mouths are
card,
shit,
but
and
what's
like,
it worth to you?
blah, 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 blah.
It would be better if you behaved like a model citizen and cooperated.
Stella the model citizen. Ha! Rad idea.
Rad.
Guess I can try something new. Let's say I'm gonna give you this card. But I have one condition.
As long as it is not illegal.
Just shoot all those mercs' brains out.
If they ask for trouble.
What if I shoot
They're
him in the knees?
always
Is
trouble.
that okay?
Anyway, here's the card. It's not a master key, though. It will only open the doors in this area. See you later, Metal Boy.
Metal Boy. Purse collector. Alright. Yeah, back here's another door I can open. Oh, this just leads back this direction. That's a shortcut back to where I was.
Excuse me, good sir.
You want?
What seems to be the problem?
Oh, you see, my dear wife is upstairs. She's
Really?
so weak. She hasn't picked up her phone for some time, and I'm so worried, and my blood pressure is so high.
Is she in the hospital?
Oh, no. She lives in the apartment upstairs. You see, OCP assigned us to 2 different apartments, even though we've been married for a half-century. But now my
That's the key
age
to a
and
good
bone
marriage. We live in 2
problems,
different houses.
I'm unable to climb the stairs to visit my dear. Could you please go to Rebecca Baker and tell her that her husband loves her
giving me
dearly
flashbacks
and that
of
we will
rescuing the
soon
cat
meet again?
in the last
I
game.
take these new pills, these youth pills.
Well, I think I know why your blood
Modern
pressure's
medicine
so high,
can
sir.
do wonders.
I can carry you to your wife.
Yes, let's do that.
Oh, without a doubt. But my neighbors tried that once
I
and
don't
they
want to carry a
dropped
dude with
me.
a perpetual hard
It
on
broke
either,
a few
thank
of
you.
my bones. Cannot imagine trying that again.
I must go back to my duties.
Oh, of course. But if you ever walk by 348...
348-ish.
No, 358? 4 or 5? Yes, it will be 348. Please check if my wife is all right.
Sure.
We should do something. OCP is a fucking joke. Too weak to protect us. It's
I don't
time
know if
for
it's
the
actually
people to
back
rule.
this way or
Buy that for $1.
I don't
All
see
these
any
deaths.
numbers on anything.
It's horrible.
At least it won't be so crowded here anymore.
How cruel of you.
Oh, so you won't collect all those dropped in the basement items?
You made my Bella Angelica sing again. It was... Damn, I think something's in my eye.
I don't see Rich. It's probably not a good sign for Rich.
You'll reach the staircase soon. I assume it'll be well guarded. We should make a plan.
I have a plan.
You have a plan? I'd like to hear it.
It is for mercenary ears only.
Speaking of shooting people in the dick, and yes, how's that for a segue? Oh, you're killing me. You're absolutely killing me. Okay, so we're gonna try this one more time. See if I can get through this level. We're crying out loud. Okay. Shooting people in the dick. I swear, there's the segue of the century. All right, the guy who gets shot in the dick in the first movie, his name is William Shockley. This is kind of his big break between this and he was actually in Verhoeven's other wonderful movie, Showgirls. Funny enough, he's the rapist in that movie, so I guess this guy just has... I don't know what that does to your self-esteem, being the guy that, hey, you kind of look like a rapist. Want to be a rapist?
Excuse me.
We're going to power through this guy's conversation here. We can move on here. Yes, kick pills.
Oh.
There we go. 348. Anyway, so yeah, he was the rapist in Showgirls.
OCP is a fucking joke. Too weak to protect us. It's time
You made my Bella Angelica sing.
So yeah, he's still an actor, but
Damn,
you know, he kind of brought that iconic scene to life. I guess that's your claim to fame. You can. I got shot in the dick scene in RoboCop.
You'll reach the staircase soon.
He was also
I
on
assume it'll be
Dr.
well
Quinn
guarded.
Medicine Woman for a couple of years, but
I have a plan.
His big breakthrough
have
is
a
going
plan?
"Ah," after being shot in the dick.
I'd like to hear it.
Good
It
stuff.
is for mercenary ears only.
All right, that's that. I can't think of a better way to wrap than with a crash. Check out our full review at Gamingtrend.com. I promise you it's actually more stable on the PS5, but holy smokes, man. PC is kind of rough. I'm Ron Burke, editor-in-chief for Gamingtrend.com. I do have a bunch of facts about RoboCop 2 that I could rattle off too, but, you know, I guess it's going to have to wait. You know, come on, guys. Get your stuff together. The first game was magnificent. You guys got to patch this one up because it's got every potential to be just as good. It's you got to finish that up though. You do have unfinished business. Let's get it with some patches. Again, I'm Ron Burke, editor-in-chief for Gamingtrend.com. Let us know in the comments. Did you play the first game? Are you going to jump into this one? Thanks for joining me. We'll see you again real soon.